Alright, welcome back. Today I am trekking to some crown land outside of Halifax. This is the view so far. My original planned trailhead was covered in no trespassing signs, in spite of being listed on all trails and Google Maps and everything. So I just kind of drove over to the next road, and I am just gonna bushwhack until I can find the other trail. But it's a much more bushwhack than I thought it might be. It's really not that cold. It's around 4 or 5 degrees today, maybe. It's supposed to go down to about -2 tonight, I think. So should be a good one. Man, this is steep though. Probably not doing it justice with camera work, but like climbing down a series of boulders here. I'm going to try and get to the lowland and just follow that. It's not even that the ground is that bad, it's just there's a lot of friction. Physically just pulling myself through. It would also appear that I just broke my cheap little trekking pole here. I'm missing the other part. I'm gonna see if it just fell out or if it's really broken, but okay, well, this doesn't look broken. Oh, amazing. So still latch. Yeah, kind of. I can't see this, but the little piece of plastic there that's supposed to buckle down onto is snapped, but it does still hold over here, so I'll just have to be a little more careful with it. I'm gonna try and see about removing this little snow cleat thing here too, because it keeps getting caught on stuff. There we go. Hopefully that does it. Well, I lost my camera. I'm filming on my phone right now. Spent the better part of a half hour now just following my tracks back. I'm gonna keep looking. I really want to find it, and yeah, I'll give you an update if and when I do. Till then, I gotta keep looking for any little spots where I might have stepped on some snow. Oh, and I just found one over there. Oh, and I see the camera. Holy shit. Okay. Whew. There it is. Guess I chose a pretty good time to give an update. Oh, yes. Oh. That sucked. Okay. All is not lost. I mean, at least the camera is not lost. I'm not lost. So there's that. But anyway. Whew. That was stressful. There we go. Funny part is, I kind of knew exactly when it would have fallen. I heard a couple of big cracks, and I knew that I was on a game trail because I'd seen a lot of hoof prints. I didn't want to surprise any animals, so I quickly got off the trail and started saying, "Hello, animals, hello," and stuff, just to alert them of my presence, as you do. And Yeah, I think just when I kind of scrambled a little bit to get off of the obvious trail, it just kind of popped out. And so just before I turned back to go find this camera, I had stumbled upon, I'm assuming, the future site of a cabin. Because why else would this all be cleared? The really nice thing about that is that over that way is my trail to the lake, which runs up past that hill. Save some of this bushwhacking for when I get to the end of the trail, because there's some really cool rock features I want to try and get to that I could see on the map. But yeah, I know it's going to be pretty thick up there, probably very similar to what I'm in right now. So the less of this I have to do, the better. I feel like I've only traveled about like 1.5 kilometers, and it's been, you know, 1.5 hours. So 1 kilometer per hour is not really a great speed. This is a dream right here. You can tell no humans have been through here in a little while, but a lot of animal tracks in the snow in certain places. Got ourselves a little bridge here. Four toes. Or maybe 5. There's some really big deer tracks back there. Should have got a clip of them, but they look really big. To go from basically losing my camera, well, losing it temporarily, to finding an easy way to get to this trail. So nice. You know. There you go. Got a private property sign behind me. So I guess that means I'm out of the private property. And that does kind of check out. I'm kind of supposed to be getting out of private property. There we go. This is where I was originally hoping to be able to drive to. Yeah. So here we go, almost 2 hours in, where I originally wanted to start. It's around 2 p.m. right now. So still got another 5 hours before dark. Should be able to get somewhere pretty cool by then and set up something comfortable. Danger due to lack of information. Oh, that's a real danger. However, it's not going to be due to this bridge. Holy heck. You know, after that last hike to Lake No Good with my buddy Chris, gotta appreciate a nice sturdy bridge. Oh man. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is why I wish I could have come last week. My schedule didn't work out, but last week it was quite a bit colder. Still coming up to pretty reasonable temps during the day, but none of this would have been liquidy, so now I have to traipse around it. Yeah. Oh, I got a gotta check, but I might have arrived at the lake that I'm aiming for. I think I have. Oh yeah, definitely. Cool. Got the usual pile of local boats in varying states of repair. I really wish I came here last week somewhere, because this all would have been totally solid, crossable. So my plan is to get to the other side of that big bluff there. It just looks like there's going to be a lot of cool rock formations there, possibly some caves, we'll see. Looks like there's beavers around here. Yeah. There we go. Looks like there's a little bit of the lake in between me and that. I'm gonna see how far over I gotta go to get around it. God, I wish that ice was solid. Oh, I could just walk right across. Alas, into the bush. It's way up there. It's a real cliff. Take a lot of bushwhacking to get around on top of that, because I don't think there's any way I could get up it. The original plan was to get kind of to the other side of that. Well, it happened. Alright. That sucks. My left foot is fully soaked now. God. Really hoping that wasn't going to happen. Okay. Need to adjust plans here a little bit. Oh, just constantly snagged. Okay. Alright, let's get back to a real trail. Stop being foolish. That would be a very different feeling if it was my whole body. I'm trying to walk on one of these lakes. Very different indeed. So, I think I saw another split of the trail further back here. I'm going to check that out, and if that doesn't really pan out and it just goes to another boat launch, I'm going to camp around here. Because I'm getting pretty eager for some rest and some food to dry out this foot of mine. Kind of rough going. Both my feet are now pretty much completely soaked. Climbed on top of this rock to try and get a bit of a view over these trees. It's so thick when you're down in them. So there's the big cliff here, which is just northeast of the bottom tip of the lake. I would love to get up on top of that ridge and camp up there. I think that would be awesome. I could see a lot of dead standing wood up there too, which would make great firewood for tonight. And yeah, might be a little less swampy up there, which would also be nice. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe see how it is bushwhacking down through this little ravine here. Guess it's more mellow over here and come up. Anyway, that's the plan for now. But if I see a sweet campsite before then, I may just hunker down. But I feel like the view up there is going to be gorgeous too. Damn, this is seriously thick. Cannot see anything except there are these deer tracks. One deer that went through here, but man, how the hell does a deer get through that? I guess they're more streamlined than a bumbling oaf with an oversized pack. Okay. Progress. Just as I was coming down, I kind of pointed my compass where I wanted to go and lined up north with the arrow so that I know, roughly what way I'm supposed to be heading, even when I can't see. And just like that, I seem to have stumbled across a little trail. I can see human footprints from sometime in the last week or so. I'm going to follow this for a little bit. Now this is interesting too. Footprints here, and there's this freshly cut tree. Looks like a beaver took it down. And it's it's over the footprint. So this is very freshly cut birch here. That's definitely beaver. This is cool. We're right kind of at the foot of this ridge here. So this is heading back towards the lake, which is my ultimate goal. So I'm going to go this way, but I have a gut feeling that in the other direction it might lead to a way to get up on top of the ridge, which would be pretty cool. You can see they gave up on one cut and did a new one. Interesting. I wonder why they just leave them like this. Or maybe they're coming back for them later, once they've dried out or something. I know they're quite clever. And here comes the lake again. Oh yeah, right under this cliff. It's a real cliff. Oh, cool. So, yeah, this must have been someone about a week ago. Jealous. So you can see where they walked out onto the ice and then skied away. Which makes sense because I only saw one set of footprints coming in. So they must have gone somewhere and come out somewhere else. Oh, and there's a cabin over there. Okay, this is cool. Just took about 20 steps or so off that trail that goes to the lake. Could sleep here. String up a tarp. Kind of looks like someone's had a fire under there before. I can see some ashes. That's cool. And then I look over here and I'm like, oh, there's a cave right there. Like a genuine little cave. And then I look up here and there's like massive slabs of stone with a huge crack down the middle. I think, oh yeah, there's more cave type area over there. Okay, I need to set my pack down somewhere so I can move around a little more efficiently and just explore around here, because this is cool. This is exactly what I came for. Pretty cool. Damn. Oh, that's cool too. This would be pretty cool, except that there's not much flat space here. I could make a little bed area here, but I do want to have a fire, and there's just not enough space really. Oh, there's going to be something great though, for sure. Kind of wonder about that crack there. But there's all this space too. Just have to make sure I don't step somewhere bad and my leg fall down a deep hole here. It's a little sketchy. Oh, if that was level. Terrific. Wow. Like right under it. This is cool. It looks sketchy as hell, but I know it's probably not. There's some cool stuff down there. Oh, that's cool too, if I can get there. The view is definitely getting pretty cool. A little obstructed at the moment, but this is pretty wild. It's about halfway up. Oh yeah, right between this crack here. Amazing. Probably come up that way. But over here, it's a little nook. I'm gonna just slither down to that now. Might be a bit small, but one thing I know you gotta be careful of is sleeping under cliffs and things. Things can fall down. Loose rocks. I mean, this is not going anywhere. This is bedrock. And if I can make a little nook here, then I'm totally protected. It's already got a bed of leaves here. I mean, what a place. I think this might be it. Can't wait to dry this out. Now I know what you're thinking. Why don't you put on dry socks? Well, wouldn't be much point at the moment. These guys are also pretty soaked. So, I've still got lots to do to get ready to sleep here. So I'm just out looking for bedding materials. See a bunch of nice thick fir trees over there that won't mind losing a couple branches each. But so that's where I'm staying, and then like right here there's like a sweet little cave. I mean, so many places you could tuck yourself away here. And like down here, what's that? Oh, looks like another cave. This is such a cool place to come. Definitely proud of my choices here. Floor is not great, but anyway, I think I found my sweet spot. I just need to make it a little more level and a little bit softer. Oh, also check this one out. Right down there, you can see this big plate of rock, huge roof, just amazing. And then out beyond it, you can see the lake. Look at this big boy! Whoa! Oh, it's interesting being underneath these big rocks. You feel kind of two things. You feel like this sense of kind of foreboding, and like there's this kind of scary big, huge mass, millions of tons of rock above you. Thousands at least, I don't know, maybe millions. A lot. There's a lot of rock above you. So it's kind of scary, but at the same time, it's like weirdly comforting. A little bit at the same time. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I just gotta find my way over these boulders to some fir trees, not spruce. If you squeeze them, this one's prickly. I do not want to sleep on this. I need the ones that have the flat, soft needles, like that one. Oh yeah, much better. They also have that classic Christmas tree smell. Of course, the best way to do this would be with a hatchet, but Didn't want to be carrying that much weight, so I'm just using this Opinel knife. I'm just going to take 1 or 2 branches like this from each tree, unless it's a much bigger one. So I don't want to actually hurt the trees long term, but I do want to be comfortable. That's pretty good. Well, it doesn't look like much, but it's quite comfortable actually. Now, I'm getting quite hungry. I think it's time for me to make a fire and cook up some hot dogs. There we go. Oh yeah. All right. Try not to lose this. Looking at this is making me realize how hungry I really am. Perfect. Well, don't want to say how many hot dogs I've eaten, but feeling better. Just cooking these guys. Anyway, I need to get a little bit more firewood, I think. Lovely on one side and still cold and wet on the other. But I got stuff to do. Just have a little peek through the crack here. It's gonna be gorgeous. I believe this is what they call the golden hour. One thing that always kind of is annoying about camping and cooking on a fire and everything is the water is always smoky tasting. I'm going to try something here. There we go. This has been simmering for a while. I'd say probably actually boiling. Oh yeah. I don't have enough firewood to keep the fire burning all night to warm me, so I'm going to just do the old hot water in the sleeping bag. Hopefully still in the bottle. Whoops. Sleepy time tea, a little bit of forest water, trying not to get all the dregs in here. Perfect. Whew. Okay, so tonight for dinner I brought one of these sidekicks, and I'm going to throw in some shredded barbecue chicken, as well as a couple of mushrooms, and a yellow pepper, and of course, my favorite and yours, a ridiculous amount of garlic. The part where I need to not be like those dummies on the internet who catch a fish and take a picture and then throw their phone in the water. Classic. Yeah, there's been a few minor blunders today. Nothing too bad. Sticking my foot through the ice into that boggy water kind of sucked. I'm sure those shoes are going to smell for a long time. And, yeah, dropping my camera earlier. And that was kind of scary. I mean, not scary, just it would have been super disappointing if I couldn't find it. Oh. Oh. Didn't quite burn it, but okay. Okay. I don't even know if you can see what's going on. My sock was kind of on fire because it was sitting on a birch log and the bark suddenly caught on fire. I guess that was pretty predictable. And then it started lighting the moss on fire. Like that. It's not going anywhere, but still makes me a little nervous. I mean, everything's covered in snow. There's no way it's going to actually spread at all. But what was I doing? Cutting garlic. Whew. That's why they say never walk away from a fire. Okay. This kind of fire is really nice for cooking because if you want high heat, you just move it over here and you'll boil the heck out of it. But if you want to just simmer it, you can just slide it back the logs and get the right temperature. This is going to be so good. Yep, that is good to go. Yeah, that'll take care of me tonight. Nice. Guess I better do my dishes. Put these adventure straps to the test. Good enough. Guess I should collect some water. Gotta pack it down. You'll wind up with about an inch of water in the bottom. There's so much air in the snow. Another reason to love winter camping. There's clean water everywhere. This birch that I found, I think it's a little greener than I was hoping originally. So I'm going to kind of mix it with the other ones, these softwood ones that are already pretty established. Yeah, that'll settle down in a sec once that bark is done. That's a little too blazy for me right now. Hot tip, if you're going to try and waterproof your stuff, put the garbage bag inside the compression sack, or do the same thing with the mattress. Put it inside the case, and it won't get torn as you're just pushing your way through the thickest of trees. Comfortable at minus 12 degrees, which is 10 degrees Fahrenheit, and the limit is minus 20 Celsius, and that would be minus 4 Fahrenheit. It's supposed to only go down to minus 3 or 4, So I should be totally fine with this bag and no tent, but I'm fairly tall, so I kind of tend to stick out a little bit sometimes, so I'll just bundle up. Well, that wraps up a pretty tough day, but a good day overall. Some valuable lessons were learned. One of them being that this air mattress I got for $5, in fact, does not hold air, which I probably should have tested at home now that I think of it. So I put this little My Air blanket under the mattress. I know people have conflicting opinions about whether that does anything, but I feel like if it keeps the mattress warmer by radiating its own heat back to itself, then if I'm on the mattress and the mattress is warmer, then I benefit. So we'll see how that goes. And the fire is going pretty well. That kind of heavy green birch seems to be really slowing it down. So that should burn for a few hours still. And then, yeah, this rock is not as cold as it should be. Yeah, it's not warm, but it's not as cold as the air for sure. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Slept pretty well. So, my boiled water from last night, it's pretty full of debris. So I'm going to try using this coffee filter. You just filter this water first. Yeah, look at that. While I wait for that to heat up, I'm going to start things off with an apple. Not too frozen. So up next is coffee and s'mores flavored instant oatmeal. Not what I would have chosen, but they were on a crazy sale. This guy's starting to boil so hard it's shaking the pot. I must have breathed a lot of smoke last night. Damn. Looks like it basically just has hot chocolate powder and marshmallows in it. Not the worst idea, I guess. Perfect. Tastes just like coffee. No, not bad. I was worried it might be too sweet, but it's alright. Lots of snow down here. So I'm all cleaned up. Fire is fully out. Just gonna leave those boughs there. Might be bad etiquette, I don't know, but it's all natural. So to load out, it's quite a climb over there to get down. So better to not do that with the pack on. So I'm gonna actually drop my pack down this crack here and go around and get climbing up is not so bad. Perfect. Goodbye, sweet campsite. You were lovely and majestic. Oh, I hear something. Probably just the ice, but almost like a grunting or a puffing kind of sound. Okay. Almost definitely the ice. The ice does make funny sounds. the best way to put on a heavy pack. Oh, check this out. There's climbing rings all up the face of this. Over here too. Wow. That's insane. I can't really see anywhere. This is over vertical. This is like 10, 15 degrees maybe in places past vertical. How do you climb such a thing? Oh my goodness. I mean, thank goodness they have rigging points on it, because this is beyond bouldering. Well, I'm well on my way on this lovely trail. I think I'm just going to come out where this trail naturally leads, which is where all those no trespassing signs were, but I think as long as I'm leaving, nobody can really get too mad at me. And then I'll just have to walk along the road to get to the other trailhead, so that'll be a little extra distance technically, but walking on the side of the road is way nicer than that hour-and-a-half bushwhack that I did at the beginning of the hike yesterday. There's also no guarantee that I'd even be able to find the original trailhead that I came in on, because it would be just kind of shooting for it blind in the woods, and I could kind of follow my footsteps to some extent, but it was not the best route. This is one of the other lakes that I could have come to. It's about halfway back the trail. If things had gone more wrong yesterday, I very well could have camped somewhere around here. I was looking at a map last night a little bit more. I think I figured out those footsteps and then the skis across the lake, how it was going in one direction. I realized that the tracks were not coming from this road in. They were coming from a trail that leads to another lake. And I looked at the map a little closer and I realized that this is all part of a known portage route. It's all part of a loop. So maybe one day I will come back with a canoe and and do that loop. Be a couple days, I think, but really fun. Thank you, bridge. So I've just passed the big turnaround spot that I originally hoped that I could maybe drive to. So from here on out I get to look at all the things that I didn't get to scrape the bottom of my car on. Well, folks, that's another one in the books. It's always worth coming out, you know, even, especially when you're feeling, for me anyway, when I'm feeling kind of stressed and burnt out and, you know, like I'm just work. And, you know, just a lot of stressful things going on, and it's really nice to just kind of get out and slow down. Take it easy and take it hard, you know. Take on something difficult that's outside of the scope of what is stressful in life, and just, you know, take a deep breath. Anyway, super fun, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.